Hey guys, Jay the Anime here, and today I thought, you know what, let's do a tier list on anime that I've watched for this year. Considering that 2021 is almost over, we have like a week or two, and then that's the end of this year. It's crazy how fast 2021 has been. But I can't forget that this year has been great for anime at the very least. So yeah, let's just jump straight to the tier list. Obviously, everyone knows what tier list is, so yeah. But before we jump to the actual anime, let me explain each of the tiers. So the first we've got S plus, basically my anime of the year contender, and the next one we've got S, basically a great show, but it's not good enough to be my anime of the year contender. The next one we've got A, basically a good shows, but at the same time some noticeable flaws. Next B, basically an okay-ish anime. I enjoyed certain episode, but at the same time, I found myself getting bored or getting cringe in certain episodes. And then we've got C, basically a mediocre show. The last one is D, basically trash. So without further ado, let's just get to the anime. But before that, I've sorted the anime by season, basically from winter, spring, summer, and fall. So I guess like kind of fair, I suppose. So yeah. The first one we've got Attack on Titan, obviously S plus. All in all, this anime was amazing, man. Like I can't wait for the actual final part, and yeah, and like I've already read the final chapter, and like to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Like other people say, it was definitely rushed. It wasn't the perfect ending, obviously, but like it wasn't that bad, I suppose. I was content with the ending, so yeah. Next, we've got like Horizon. Just the like you already know my thoughts on the show. It's just sad and frustrating, but like it is what it is. Whatever. Horimiya, I'll say it's a B. On the real though, it is a good show, but like the first episode was amazing. Like no doubt, it was such an amazing first episode. I really enjoyed the first episode, but after that, it went downhill after the first episode. And I don't know, man. It's just boring after that. It's just, oh man. A lot of people really pissed, especially the manga readers. But like the characters, I just love all the characters, especially Sakura. Outside of Hori, Sakura is my like favorite character in this anime. Not this Sakura, but like honestly, she's a good character in this anime. So yeah, Yakusoku no Neverland. Just see. I know I'm being nice, but like for me, like I said, the first part was I. The second half is just straight up trash. So I'll say C. So yeah. And also no Taizai, just seem like Love Horizon, just sad and frustrating, but it is what it is. We don't feel it. S plus, come on man, you already know. Okay, now. On the real though, let's put aside the controversial part, yeah. It's honestly boring. Like it's genuinely is like the whole thing like with the healer, power, like it's just bull crap. And honestly, every episode, like I just don't understand why every episode there's have to be like a smack scene. Like, oh, I'm fine like one or two episodes, but like, come on, give me a real plot other than the S word. Honestly, it's boring and just like whatever, it's trash. So yeah. Kotobo and Hanayome. A tier for me. Like I want to put S just because how much I love all the characters. But like seeing Miku cry, oh man, she's my queen, and seeing her cry, just put A in her. No, not really, not really because of that. For me, like a lot of people really hate Ichika for doing that, but for me, like it's Utaro's fault if you really think about it. For me, I still like Ichika. Is it so? Yeah, I can't wait for the movie, but like we have to wait for a year now, and it's kind of long. Honestly, I think like it's between Nino and Miku because this season was legit Nino centric, bro. They focus so much on Nino, man. Like it's crazy because like, come on, man, Itsuki and Yosuwa, hello, come on, man. And yeah, like it's genuinely looks as if like Miku and Nino gonna win, but like I don't know, man. Like I don't know how they're gonna fit these two characters in the movie. But like honestly, I want Miku to win because Team Miku. But yeah, like the animation and art, I prefer the first season just because how cute they are. I'm not saying that it's look ugly. It looks ugly, but like it looks decent, I suppose. But yeah, if like it was the first season, I'm probably gonna give it S. But the second season was alright. It was A for me. So yeah. Next we've got ReZero. S. Um, to be honest, I really like the first part. The second part didn't really I don't know, like didn't really exceed my expectation. I don't know. Maybe I just love the first part because of like how much Subaru suffers, not in the sadistic way, obviously. I don't know, like seeing Subaru like don't know where to go, and then by the end of the part one, we see that Otto saying that I'm here. Why don't you ask my help? This and that, and seeing I don't know. I just feel the first part was better, I suppose. I don't know. I just don't have the reason why. I just felt like that. But yeah, but like part two, we see a lot of Emilia character development, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm really interested to see the third season, and yeah, it's a great show, man. Fruit Basket, A, just because like I'm probably gonna give S just because if it was 25 episode then it would be S, but considering 13 episode, yeah, A. Honestly, Fruit Basket is actually a good romance show. For me, like it would be a great romance show if it wasn't for Toru and Momiji. I really don't like both of those characters. Just really annoying, like really annoying. I just hate them so much, man. And yeah, like maybe this the reason why I'm liking the final season just because the lack of Toru's screen time, and it was really great to see how much less she got screen time. I don't know. I just don't like Toru, man. That's about it, really. And yeah. Other than that, it was a good romance show. I'll say that. And I can't wait for the movie. It looks sick, I suppose. Uh, and it looks even more sicker that we don't get to see Toru. So yeah. Yeah. Moriarty. It was a great detective show, man. I really love Moriarty, like seeing the chemistry between Holmes and Moriarty, cat and mouse, this and that. But like I said, same goes to ReZero. Like I love the first season. The second season, not so much. I don't know why. Yeah, that's about it. I can't wait for the OVA though. So yeah. The next one, Osana Jimmy Gazeta ni Matenai Love Comedy. Trash. Just confusing anime and yeah, can't be else. Kimochiwari. Honestly, probably gonna give B, but you know what? C. There's certain episode were really boring. Certain episode I did enjoy, but you know, all in all, it was an alright show, I suppose. Other than that, I really like Rio. She looks like Annie from AOT. It's actually ridiculous how similar they look. But yeah, the main girl, boring as hell, and yeah, that's about it about the show. So yeah, Higehiro, same. Just first part was good. The second half just trash, and yeah, like I said, it's just disappointing, man. It had a good momentum going to the second half of the anime, and then it's just like whatever. It's just oh man, kind of sad, but whatever. Super Cup again, another C. It's just maybe slice of life is not my thing, but like, come on, man, the logic is ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Next one, My Hero Academia Season 5. This was the pure definition of an average season. This was very, very mediocre. But obviously, ironically, I'm giving it B. Just because I did love some part of the anime of the season, but like, yeah, it was really, really poor. I'll say that. Although Bakugo's character is my favorite character for the season, just because of how much likable he is in this anime, which is weird, and it's actually kind of insane that Bakugo's VA is the same as Garfield ReZero, and I like Garfield in part two or part one, I suppose, because we see his past, like why he's acting like this and that. And by the end of the part 2, I end up loving Garfield, and like same as Bakugo. The reason why I'm saying is because like Bakugo and Garfield's VA is the same, so it's actually interesting. I say, I'll say that. The next one, Nagato. I don't know. I'm leaning towards C, but you know what? I'm just gonna give it a B, just because I don't know. I just like the relationship between Nagatoro and Senpai. Well, not the bullying part, obviously, but more the romance part, I guess. Excited to see season 2. I suppose it was really out of nowhere seeing that second season was announced. All in all, an okay show, I suppose. The next one, Jahi-sama. This is a weird anime. If I was to judge the first 10 episode of this anime, I probably give it a C, just because of how boring it was. Very repetitive. The same thing happening, keep happening, the same format that they follow. And it's just, I want more than that. And like, yeah. But like after that, it went B. It's crazy. Like the second half of the anime, yeah, it's just mind blowing. That how am I enjoying this anime? I'm so confused just because of how much I enjoy this anime. Probably because of the characters. I just love the characters, except for the boss. The boss is kind of annoying, to be honest. The relationship between Jahi with Druija, with the landlord, with Kokoro, with the magical girl, it's just amazing. I just love every single character except for the boss. And yeah, it's interesting for this anime for me to like after the first 10 episodes. Because like the first 10 episodes, only episode that I really really enjoyed, it was the episode 8. But yeah, Megami no Ryobokun, trash, just mindless ecchi, and it's just that. At the same time, it was boring. It's supposed to be a fan service anime. Next, Sonny Boy, Madhouse written with a masterpiece, bro. And I can't say why. I just don't understand why I'm really enjoying this anime. But like, because like I was so confused on like what's going on, bro. Every episode was so different, and I was like, how am I enjoying this anime, man? It's so weird, bro. It was so weird. But yeah, like aside from that, yeah, I'm gonna give it A, just because like I don't know why. I want to give it S, bro. But like at the same time, like I don't know why I'm saying that it was a great show. So I'm gonna give it A, putting aside my bias, I suppose. But like again, other than the plot, the art, the animation, it's just amazing. The characters are just lovable characters, except for the teachers slash students. Girl, she's just annoying, and like she's I don't know serve as an antagonist. I don't know. I don't even know, man. But yeah, the one character that I really love is Mizu. I don't know why, she's just a lover character. Come on, man, you can't say that she's not cute. So yeah, but yeah, I'm probably gonna rewatch it again just because I want to know more. 8 out of 10. Probably gonna give it A. The same as Sony Boy. I don't understand why I'm enjoying it, but maybe just like because of shonen. So yeah, probably that. That's not really to mention for this anime. Other than one more thing, I don't understand why Mappa decided to adapt this anime. It was because the manga, I think like has like 15 chapters. It's actually crazy how they decided to adapt it with that amount of chapter being released, and like oh man, it's so confusing. But at the same time, it was a good show. Like it was really really good show. Like I had a lot of fun time watching it. So yeah, Bochan, B. Like I said, this certain episode was good, cute, wholesome, this and that. But a certain episode was kind of boring. So yeah. Other than that, the only thing that I really disliked was the CGI. Not the CGI as whole, more like the CGI. These two characters, and I was like, it was so ugly, bro. Like, come on, why did you decide to CGI those two characters, bro? And I was like, man, no, man, it's so weird. But you know what? They didn't really distract me from the show. But like, come on, man, really. And I'm kind of excited for the second season. And also one more thing, Alice looks so sexy. Like it's just ridiculous how hot she is. So yeah, that's maybe the reason why I'm looking forward for the second season. So yeah, Boku no remake. You know my thought about this anime. It's trash anime, man. It's so mediocre. and I can't believe that a lot of people really enjoying it. It's actually ridiculous, bro. Like it's oh my god, man, it's actually really annoying. Obviously, every episode I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to like this episode. I'm not gonna hate it for no reason. I'm gonna try to enjoy it, you know. And like every episode ends, yeah, it's just like, huh? This episode is just ridiculous, bro. Like really, like, and I'm saying, okay, surely someone will say like this episode was bad. And when I went to the mail or even like Reddit discussion, like everyone's just like saying that it's amazing episode or fantastic episode. I was like, huh, bro, come on, man. Like really, I understand. Like I don't know, I don't understand, bro. I genuinely don't understand why people enjoying this anime. And then when you go to the mail, you know the top four reviews, yeah, everyone's saying that amazing, 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 amazing. Just 8, 7, 9, 8. It's just pure bias, bro. Like it's actually ridiculous because when you actually go to the review section, yeah, you will see the sheer abundance of people giving it 3, 5, 6, 4. Like it's just ridiculous to see how much bias this show gets. Like, come on, guys. And you know what? One more thing that is funny, really funny, yeah. This one guy, yeah, saying that this is basically this. After 4 episodes, he gave it a 9, yeah, and saying that in his review, basically real life are better. But when you go to his list, and after 12 episodes, he gave it a 7. Just shows to you that this show is just ridiculously bad, bro. I mean, 7 is too high for the show. Like, I would say like it deserves a 7. Probably the maximum I can give 6. Other than that, it's just a mediocre show, man. It's so bad. And I'm not done yet. When you go to the stats section, yeah, what rating people give this anime, yeah. For example, this guy, a Turtle Man's 90, he gave it a 9. I can guarantee you his mean average will be higher than 8, bro. Just let's see. Okay, maybe this probably an anomaly, but let's just see this guy, Ralph 2432. He gave it a 10. Come on, let's see it. See, there you go, bro. 8.32, bro. Like this, you can tell every anime that he apparently watched, he will probably give it an 8 and above. It's like, come on, man. Like you can tell people that don't have taste will rate this anime a 10 or 9. You know, like obviously I was taking this. Like you can enjoy this anime or whatever. But like, come on, man. This show is so bad, bro. Let's check one more. Akari 9847. He gave it 6. I can guarantee you his mean score probably gonna be lower than 7 or 8 below. There you go. This girl knows that this anime is terrible, mediocre. One more time. This guy, Friete, whatever his name is, yeah, 5. Is on the whole after watching 7 anime. After watching 7 episodes, he gave it a 5. I can guarantee you below. There you go, below 8. Like, but still below 8. Still, it does show that he got a taste. But I don't know, man. But yeah, let's talk about why I'm saying all of this. A lot of people really like to compare with real life. I've watched real life, obviously, and I can definitely say that real life is way better than real. Obviously, real life is not an amazing anime or a perfect anime, I suppose. The first one, in real life, there's no harem vibe, or suppose like every single girl character is in love with Kaizaki, you know. And only one person that likes Kaizaki. Other than that, there's no other girl's character that actually likes Kaizaki in that way. You know what I mean? But in remake, all 3 girls like Kyoya, like you know Aki, Nanako, Kawasegawa, like you know, like everyone just like worshipping him as a god. Like, come on, man. And the second thing, like Kyoya and Kaizaki is basically the same age, 28, both of them, and both of them are unemployed. But like in Kaizaki's world, he is basically, you know, a normal human being, like someone that you can relate, you know, with his trauma, PTSD, this and that. But with Kyoya, in his world, he basically a god. Like you can tell, like, what's the point you going back in time when you are a literal god? And that's what I'm saying in my top 10 bad enemies. That what's the point of going back in time? Like if you like the point of going back in time is just you redoing your mistake, you know. Like if this was if you were this good, why didn't you try to find another college? You know, you are 28, bro. I'm so confused why you're not searching for another college or another university to attend, for art college, this and that. I'm pretty sure 28 is still young and you can still go to a college, pursuing what you want. And I understand you want to work with platinum generation, this and that, but like, really, man. Now, on the topic of platinum generation, yeah, this might be the stupidest thing in this anime. Okay, but the first episode we've been introduced with the platinum generation. We've been told that platinum generation is a game developer. The members in the platinum generation is basically the same age as Kyoya. Other than that, we don't know anything about it. And then, after the end of the first episode, we suddenly know that. I mean, but then again, we don't know Nanako and Suriaki by the end of the first episode. We just know Aki is just one of the member of Planet Generations. By the end of I guess by the end of the 4 or 5 episodes, we already know that all the members from Planet Generations are basically attending the same college and are in the same house as Kyoya. And I was like, huh? Really? Come on, man. And I was like, what? I'm just confused. I understand coincidence, this and that, fate, this and that. But I'm looking here right now, yeah. There's more than 10 or more than 5 art college in Japan. And you tell me that all the 3 of them are in the same place. Come on, man. So yeah, I'm not gonna go in this anime again. If you want to see my actual thoughts, just watch my top 10 animes in 2021. One more thing, Aki's voice actor, yeah, Koga Aoi, yeah, that's probably one of the worst performances I've ever seen from her, bro. She was so annoying, bro. Her voice, what I mean by that, man. I blame the studio for asking her to sound like that. Oh man, nah, man. So yeah, so realist hero. See, this might be the last. No, this is hands down. Like this is probably the reason why I'm stopping watching economy anime, just because of how boring it is. Like it's so boring, like legit. I thought I'm gonna enjoy this anime, and ends up nah, this anime is. I just don't know, man. I just don't want to watch this type of anime again. Genre economy thing. It's Komi-san. For me, Komi-san is just a mediocre show, a mediocre anime. And for the life of me, I don't know how the manga is, but bro, I gotta be real. I'm not up to date with Komi-san yet. I'm 5 episodes in, and for me, the comedy is so bad. It's so over the top. It's so exaggerated. Like obviously I chuckle here and there, but nah, man. So yeah, I don't know, man. Hiroka-chan, B for me. This wasn't again another weird anime for me because of there's horror tag and as well as ecchi tag, and I was like, pretty sure this anime was meant to scare the audience, with the ghosts, this and that. But by the end, I didn't really find anything in this anime scary, if you know what I mean. Maybe episode 10, with the boy. At the same time, that wasn't really scary. It was more a jump scare or out of nowhere, or caught me off guard, something like that. This anime is actually crazy with the amount of fan service that he gives. Bro, come on, man. Hana is the best representation of ecchi in this anime. Bro, she got a lot of personality on her body, man. It's genuinely crazy. With Yulia, Miko, I love both of her characters. Maybe not Hana that much. She's a bit for me, I suppose. But yeah, other than that, it was a good show. Some episodes were boring to me. Some episodes were good, especially episode 4. Other than that, it was a good show. I'll say that. Next one, Platinum End. See, it was just bad, bro. It was so bad. It was so bad that I can't even say to you why I find it so bad. It was so bad. Just because how depressed the main character is. I understand you try to kill yourself, but I'm pretty sure if I try to kill myself, yeah, and then the angel comes in saying that you are a god candidate, I probably killed myself just because I'm not in the right state of mind, you know? Like, if I'm thinking to kill myself, like, and then someone, and some angel saying that, oh yeah, you're a god candidate. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna kill myself. Am I not? You know? But yeah, like it's kind of ridiculous seeing that for you to be a god candidate, you have to kill yourself or you have to have suicidal thoughts, and it's actually kind of ridiculous if you know what I mean. Like, what type of god can you be if you have that kind of thoughts? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, bro. The other thing that I don't like here in this anime is that Mukaido is the only character that I kind of like, and other characters is just simply bad. Especially Saki, she is so bland, so generic, so it's just I don't know, man. Her character is so bad, and like her reasoning for being so gloomy, yeah, is so ridiculous. So yeah, the next one, Taisho Otome Otogi Manashi. Probably butchered that, but you know what? It is what it is. Probably B. Gotta be honest. The same goes with Komi-san. I'm like 2 episodes in, so I'm not have like a full judgment on this anime. So I'm gonna give it a fair B, I suppose. Again, after the 2 episodes, I can tell this anime is basically like Torikaku Kawaii. You know, like this sort of like girl and boy meets together and then had to marry because of certain circumstances, this and that. So yeah, I promise I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna drop it obviously, but I'm gonna watch it. But bear with me, I suppose. So yeah, that's how I'm thinking about this anime. And yeah, the next one, Demon Slayer. After 3 episodes, I say A. Yeah, A. For me, A. I don't know. I want to give it B just because of how slow the pacing is. I don't know, man. We are 3 episodes in, then nothing's happening. You know, I understand like it's just building up, and obviously the next episode gonna be, we're gonna see a lot of fighting or action, I suppose. But like you know, like come on, man. Episode 3 should be the one that we are seeing what we're gonna get from this season. So yeah, with the milking this and that, oh man, I don't know. I know I'm gonna enjoy this season, but like, come on, man, 3 episodes in, I don't know. I guess early days, I suppose, but yeah, it is what it is. Mushoku Tensei. The reason why I'm putting the last one is because one, I didn't watch it while it was airing, and again, there's part two. So I want to combine part one and part two and give my full opinion, I suppose. This show is so good. Like, it's an amazing anime and it deserves to be on the trash tier. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's gonna be the S plus anime of the year contender. It's just oh my god, I love this anime so much, man. Every episode is a banger. It's just oh man, and especially how the last episode ended. Like it was oh man, it's so good to see Sylvie again. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good, bro. Oh man. And yeah, guys, that's my tier list for this year, I suppose. And obviously, we have to know what is my anime of the year because there's two anime between Attack on Titan and Mushoku Tensei. Obviously, I love both of them. You know, story-wise, plot-wise, character-wise, animation maybe towards Mushoku Tensei. I'll say my anime of the year is drumroll, please. Mushoku Tensei. Obviously, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I just love Mushoku Tensei, and it's a great anime. And yeah, guys, that's my anime of the year. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna leave you with my best opening in 2021, and as well as my best ED in 2021. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.